Yes,
Okay.
usually after this session, we tend to think that we need to do practice during the day, but due to various reasons, we keep on procrastinating. I mean, postponing things. So how to get rid of this and practice?
One thing which I can say is we go on postponing things. How far we can postpone it until COVID comes and attack. We can postpone things only till the end of our life. That is what we are doing. Why we postpone it? Because so many other things are coming on the way, which we give more importance. That's why we are postponing. If there is something which is very urgent, then we never postpone it. We can never postpone it because it's so urgent. Like if our life is going to go out, we will try everything to keep it inside. We don't have that urgency, unfortunately. You remember the story Sri Ramakrishna has done with his some of his students, or the story he told. The master took his disciple, one of his disciples, into Ganga and pushed him under the water. He was under the water, he was not leaving his hand for the disciple to come out. A reminder, he was going to die actually. When he was going to die, he released and he came out. This is the intensity one is needed to know things. Usually we don't get into that kind of an urgency. Other things comes on the way, which are having more preference for knowing. That's the reason why we go on postponing. And we go on postponing until we meet big disasters. And we are at the verge of disaster, we will say that if you leave me to life again, I'll be a different person. Please leave me for my life. I will transform. Some people transformed in this way, at gunpoints, between life and death. And by luck, we may come there, between life and death. And then there will be a drastic transformation, because we have come to the point that we cannot postpone any further. And then we realized it. And so that realization stays with the person, so that he can never postpone anything. And then when you look at the science of it, actually we are postponing things to a later moment. Moving things for a later moment is called postponement. We don't know that later moment, whether it is going to come or not. That's the foolery of postponement. We do it. We postpone something for maybe evening, and by 3 o'clock we die. It's not postponement. We have not done it, that's all. Either do it or don't do it. That's the only possibility. Nothing we can postpone, because we don't know what is there in the next moment. Only moment which is at hand is this moment. And in this moment, you focus and do what is there. And if you postpone it, try to postpone it, you can take an idea, an imaginative idea that I am postponing it for tomorrow. So what we can do, we limit our ideas to be fulfilled, and try to see which are the preference in these things. What is the preference that you have? And that has to be explored. And when you understand that these things which I am feeling myself as having preference may not have that preference if death comes and takes me next moment. So by exploration, you can understand what you have to do actually. And then the inner exploration and understanding becomes very preferential for some people in this exploration. It becomes so important. Nothing other than that is so important for you. When it becomes so important, you will commit and you will do it. Till that time, we go on doing this kind of what we call evasion. Nothing will come out of it. And so this is what we are doing most of the time. But I can say that when you really feel the troubles which could come out from your actions, then once you understand why are we going into it again, and that needs to be observed. And slowly by observation, you get to the actual point that you really wanted to do. Maybe your inner inquiry, or maybe something else. When you come to the point, you will be focused on that, and then you will do it. Otherwise, we will get into this illusion of postponement, which is a meaningless thing. Nothing is going to work out. Just simply waste of time. And then at the end, the last moment, we feel very remorse. I had the chance, I didn't do. But in karmic theory, masters say that everything that you try to postpone becomes the cause of your next birth. So people believe that, okay, I can do these things in my next birth. Who knows? There is going to be a next birth. It is said, if there is no birth, you understand, this feeling remains. And so one has to explore intensely. And by luck, if you understand that my preference is to know me, to understand me. That is my first preference. And once you identify it, you have to jump into it. There is no other way. Postponement, we do, but I don't think it is not going to give or offer anything to us. Yeah, this is my feeling about it.